with Dani Beckstrom. She is in for Brittany this morning, and she's got some good news.
Ooh, how does sunshine and 60 sound? Pretty good, right? Temperatures today 10 degrees warmer than yesterday, putting us a lot closer to the seasonal average as the wind relaxes and the clouds get up on out of here. It's going to be a beautiful Thursday. 43 right now, so we are starting on the chilly side. Some spots even sub-freezing, like in Liberty this morning, where the temperature right now is 31. 39 in Poughkeepsie, but 41 in Morristown and Somerville. Out east, Montauk's our mild spot at 45. Cold enough, in fact, to help support some frost this morning in central and south Jersey. That frost advisory for Middlesex, Monmouth, Ocean, and Mercer until 9 a.m. Now, tomorrow morning, out east under a frost advisory. So this just tells us, even with this warming trend that takes us into the weekend, the mornings will start crisp and cool before the afternoons become a whole lot more comfortable. Today, satellite looks good. The cloud cover already clearing out, which means the sunshine sticks around today as our temperatures do make their way to the low 60s. It's a bit breezy this morning, but even the wind relaxes this afternoon. Tomorrow, even milder with highs in the mid 60s. The trade-off is a few more clouds in the mix, and it's a similar story Saturday with more cloud cover than sunshine, but a high of 80 on Saturday makes it a great day outside, even if there are a few sprinkles the second half. Here's a look at today's day planner. Fantastic. Get outside and enjoy it. Low 60s for your Thursday, getting even better into the weekend. I'll have that full Easter outlook coming up in a few minutes. But Heather, how's the commute so far?
Well, Dani, if you're heading out to 78, not you, Dani, but whomever is watching at this point, and you take 78 westbound right near exit 45 in Berkeley Heights, we do have a vehicle fire. Then as you go on to 36 going south right near 7th Avenue, that is a water main break. Taking a look at the Van Wyck North right near Linden Boulevard, we had an earlier accident. That accident has been cleared away, so that's the good news that I have for you. You can see traffic is moving okay. Getting up into the area, we do have alternate side of the street parking rules suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Shirlene and Pedro, over to you.
Meteorologist Dani Beckstrom, who's bringing us a sunny forecast.
Yes, I am, and the sunshine is abundant today. Sun does rise in about 5 minutes. We'll see plenty of it as our temperatures eventually get a little more comfortable as well. We are waking up to a chilly start to the day with low 40s for a lot of the tri-state, but well north and west. We're talking Sullivan County, parts of Ulster, even starting closer to the freezing mark this morning. 43 in the Park, 41 in Bridgeport, in Morristown, in Newburgh, in Islip. Temperatures, though, eventually making their way to the 60s. We get about 10 degrees on yesterday, which puts us a lot closer to the seasonal average. And low 60s when it's sunny outside feels pretty comfortable. That's what we have to enjoy today as the breezy wind we're waking up to even relaxes this afternoon. So the next 12 hours just get better and better. Even by midday, we're in the 50s. So today, sunshine and 60s, lingering breeze this morning. As we move into tomorrow, temperatures continue to warm up. Your Friday tops out in the mid 60s, touch above the seasonal average, but the trade-off is a few more clouds in the mix. That takes us into Saturday as our warming trend peaks with a high close to 80. More clouds and sun on Saturday with a few sprinkles the second half of the day. That does bring in slightly cooler conditions for Easter Sunday, but don't worry, even with that drop in temperature, the holiday weekend forecast looks fantastic. I'll have the details for you in the 7-day coming up. But Heather, how's the morning commute?
Unfortunately, not looking too sunny over here as you take the westbound side of 84 getting into exit 16. We do have an accident and we have delays behind that, close to 20 minutes to go, only 7 miles. A look at the Mario Cuomo Tappan Zee Bridge. You can see traffic is moving just fine over the span, leaving Rockland County, going over into Westchester County, no major problems, and going up over into Rockland, you're also doing just fine. New York State Thruway north of Central Park Avenue, that is an accident. And then we are taking a look at Berkeley Heights on 78 going west right near exit 45. It's a vehicle fire. Delays aren't doing too badly. 5 minutes to go 5 miles. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Shirlene and Pedro, over to you.
Heather, before my reputation is unsalvageable. Today, we're looking at sunny skies and seasonable highs. I mean, look at this shot. Gorgeous, right? Temperatures this morning are starting on the chilly side in the 40s, but we've got a fantastic afternoon ahead, all starting with this gorgeous sunrise. The sun is up as of 3 minutes ago. We'll see a lot of it today. Forecast high of 62 after hitting a high of just 50 yesterday. That is a nice recovery in 24 hours, and it will feel different. But this just takes temperatures to where they should be this time of year in the low 60s. We're waking up to 30s in Fairfield County, 39 in Greenwich, 35 for Danbury. On Long Island this morning, upward 30s for West Hampton, Roslyn at 44, Comac at 41. In the city, 43, same for Newark. Down the shore, a little colder for Belmar at 39. But this is where we're heading. Fantastic conditions today as our highs make their way to the upper 50s, low 60s, about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday and a lot closer to where we should be this time of year. And low 60s feel pretty good when the wind weakens and the skies stay sunny. That's what we have have on tap today. Looking at Suffolk County, upper 50s for Coram today. Smithtown and Brookhaven at 60. Montauk landing at 57. Southold at 56 today, so really not bad. And we're starting with sunny skies right from the start. But I do want to mention the crisp mornings. Cold enough to support some frost this morning in central and south Jersey. This frost advisory in Middlesex, Monmouth, Ocean, and Mercer until 9 a.m. And then tomorrow morning, a frost advisory out east and in coastal Connecticut. So that just tells us that even with the beautiful sunny afternoons and warming temperatures, the mornings will stay crisp. So keep that in mind as you make the plans. But today, high pressure in control, which means sunny skies, weakening wind, and eventually those nice conditions. But I do want to mention, just given the fact that we're dry and a bit breezy this morning, the fire danger is going to be elevated with something to watch here in the lower Hudson Valley, Long Island, and the 5 boroughs. Just elevated risk of fire spread given the breezy wind up to 25 miles per hour this morning and the low relative humidity. But outside of that fire threat, everything else about the forecast, fantastic, as your highs make their way to the upper 50s, low 60s under abundant sunshine. I know the view isn't changing much on Futurecast today because there's just not a lot to talk about in the sky. Overnight into tomorrow morning, our lows fall to the 30s and 40s again, with our highs tomorrow a few degrees milder. We will get more clouds in the mix for your Friday, but temperatures top out in the mid 60s. That should be pretty pleasant. Warming trend takes us to 80 with more clouds on Saturday. So here's a look at today. Not much in the way of cloud cover. The wind that we're feeling this morning weakens and our highs make their way to the low 60s. Just beautiful conditions for your Thursday, and I hope you get the chance to get outside and enjoy it today. Tonight, a little on the chilly side. Remember that frost advisory for the East End as well as coastal Connecticut, given the chilly conditions tomorrow morning. But tomorrow afternoon is even milder as our highs jump another few degrees, landing in the mid 60s under a mix of sun and clouds. Even more cloud cover on Saturday, but that won't keep us inside because the high of 80 is going to be fantastic on Saturday. Now, Saturday evening, a few sprinkles do slide through, that associated with some cooler air that moves in for Easter Sunday. And I know you don't want to hear cool down ahead of the holiday, but that just takes us to the upper 60s. Should be beautiful for all the holiday weekend plans. Heather?
All right, Danny, looking at 84 going west right near exit 16. We do have that accident, so close to a half an hour to go, 7 miles getting into that spot, 15 miles per hour. That's your average speed limit. We have the New York State Thruway north right near Central Park Avenue. Accident cleared from that scene. Now, if you're going through Berkeley Heights, New Jersey, or on 78 going west right near exit 45, that's where we do have a vehicle fire, so expect delays getting into that spot. 36 heading south right near 7th Avenue. That is a water main break. That's been out there since yesterday, so you want to avoid that area. And we do have alternate side of the street parking rules suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Pedro, over to you.
Danny, Heather, thank you.
That is definitely a silver lining, but that's tough video to see. Otherwise today, sunny skies, quiet conditions. We're looking at an air temperature of 43 in the park, feeling a little cooler than that because of a light wind, but those wind speeds have not been too impressive so far this morning. Some spots waking up to the 30s, like in Belmar at 39, Liberty sub-freezing at 31. We're at 39 in Poughkeepsie, but 41 in Bridgeport, Islip, and Morristown as we start our Thursday morning. Cold enough to support some frost in spots. We're looking at a frost advisory until 9 o'clock this morning in Middlesex, Monmouth, Ocean, and Mercer counties, New Jersey. Now moving into tomorrow, the East End, that just expired a little bit earlier. The East End going to be under a frost advisory as we wake up to start our Friday morning. So what this tells us is, although we are kicking off a warming trend in the afternoons with very pleasant conditions ahead, the mornings are still going to stay crisp and cold, and you'll need the layers to start before the more comfortable afternoon weather. This morning, though, satellite looks fantastic. The cloud cover cleared out overnight, and it's nothing but sunshine in the sky today as our temperatures make their way to the low 60s. Quite the recovery from yesterday's high of 50. We'll end up more than 10 warmer and about right on target for the seasonal average. Overall, fantastic conditions to enjoy for your Thursday. And it gets even better as we move into tomorrow. 62 today. That's right on target for normal. But tomorrow, mid 60s, and by Saturday, highs close to 80. I'll let you know how long the warm weather sticks around coming up. Heather?
All right, Dan.
For us here at home, starting with sunshine right from the get-go, and man, what a day we have ahead of us. This morning starting chilly, but this afternoon, our highs come in 10 degrees warmer than yesterday, putting us right on target for the seasonal average. And lucky us, we stick with the sunny skies all day long. Forecast high of 62. That beats yesterday's high of 50 by 12 degrees, but puts us a lot closer to where we should be this time of year. So we just got to get past the cold start to the day and a fantastic afternoon ahead. We're in the 40s for the 5 boroughs, 43 up in the Bronx at Fordham. Same for Jackson Heights and Ozone Park. Park, Coney Island at 43 this morning. On Staten Island, a little cooler, 40 degrees for New Dorp and East Village. We're at 43. Zooming out, we're still seeing some spots sub-freezing in Sullivan County, so watch out for the colder spots for our northern neighborhoods. But 45 is our mild spot. Out east in Montauk, 41 in Islip, and 39 in Belmar. Here is where we're heading. What a day we have ahead of us. Sunny skies, weakening winds, and highs today in the upper 50s, low 60s. So again, that's 10 degrees warmer than yesterday and right on target for the seasonal average. It should feel absolutely fantastic once we get past the chilly morning. Newark today topping out at 63. Same for Bayonne. It looks like Bull's Head at 62 today. Bergen Beach 62. Valley Stream 62. Astoria and Bushwick same temperature. Tribeca at 62 today. So beautiful conditions with sunny skies. Not much to pick up on satellite and radar, and that's the trend into this afternoon. But I do want to note the frost advisory that goes into effect as we move into tomorrow morning in the East End and coastal Connecticut. That frost advisory was allowed to expire early in central and South Jersey today, but it just indicates that although the warming does continue as we head into the weekend in the afternoons, the mornings will stay chilly. High pressure and control the forecast for today, and it keeps sunny skies in play into this afternoon. You might notice a light breeze out there this morning. Just given that light breeze and the dry conditions today, fire danger is elevated. The National Weather Service highlighting Long Island, the 5 boroughs in the Hudson Valley for that elevated risk of fire spread. But with weakening wind this afternoon, the fire danger could start to back off a little bit, but no outdoor burning recommended. What we can count on today is the sunshine and highs in the low 60s. Beautiful on Futurecast. Overnight into tomorrow morning, lows fall to the 30s and 40s ahead of sunrise, and then tomorrow afternoon, a few more clouds in the mix, but our temperatures also a touch warmer in the mid 60s, and this warming trend takes us to 80 by Saturday. Today, low 60s as the sunshine holds. By midday, we're already in the 50s, and that forecast high of 62 is very close to the seasonal average with a lot of sunshine. Tonight, 30s and 40s under a clear sky, and tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with highs in the mid 60s. Even warmer on Saturday with the high of 80, but the trade-off is more cloud cover than sunshine and a few showers Saturday evening. That helps bring in slightly cooler air for Easter Sunday. Heather, did you get that hello from Sam?
I got the hello from Sam. That was very nice of him. I sent him a text. Like Rebecca was saying, there are such things as text messages. Now, you want to use some caution here. This is the New York State Thruway going southbound. This is right near exit 13. We do have an accident. It's on the shoulder, but I want you to be careful. Really pay attention to where you're driving. Routes 1 and 9 north and right near Raymond Boulevard, that is a crash, so expect delays getting up from Newark Airport, getting into that spot. That would take you very close to where we are as you take the Pulaski Skyway. This is the New Jersey Turnpike right in front of Newark Airport. You can see that traffic is moving fine. No major issues there. Van Wyck Expressway, a little bit slow both directions, but no major issues to report. And this is a look at the Cross Bronx Expressway as you make your way into the Bronx River Parkway. You can see you do have a delay there. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Shirley and Pedro, over to you.